Hey everybody, Duke from Vantage Pro, Bob from Elation, and one of the craziest little light fixtures I think I've ever seen, at least how it all comes together. The light itself is like, it's a light, but what you guys have done around the light is really fascinating. So we're talking about the SŌL. I like it, the SŌL, the sun. Tell us about this fixture.
Yeah, so we sought about creating something a little bit more unique.
Yeah.
Something maybe we haven't seen before in the industry that could unleash some creative potential in a lot of the creative minds that are out there. So we've developed the SŌL Blinder. We initially envisioned it as a blinder fixture.
Yeah.
So it has a red, green, blue, mint, amber, and white LED engine.
Okay.
So 6 colors.
All right.
So it can provide some super high output white light and a variable color temperature from 2400 to 8500 degrees
So there's
Kelvin.
your basic blinder.
There is your basic blinder. It does have a dim to warm, a red shift function as well, so that you can get that, that red glow,
natural,
amber glow, kind of look. But you get all the color for your super vibrant color output as well. So we developed it as a blinder, but it kind of has become just this utilitarian wash light as well.
Yeah.
So the fixture will ship with a wider stippled lens that you see here, which is typical of a lot of blinders. But we are also offering some optional lenses too. A Fresnel lens that can be placed on the front of the fixture. You just take the PC lens off and you have the Fresnel lens here. The mesh webbing here is totally aesthetic. That's what they used to do in the old times.
Right.
Is they would have a mesh for
back
safety.
in the old days.
Yeah, back in the olden days when things would explode. We don't have to worry about this with this fixture, so you can take it off if you don't like the aesthetic.
It's a pyro feature.
It is. But what makes this product unique is we envisioned it to be arrayed in creative fashion. What we have here in this little setup is a triangle shape, but the fixture, let me get a sample to show you. The fixture is surrounded by some rigging points, we'll call them. And each fixture is going to ship with a fixture interconnect adapter. The adapter is a quick release device that you attach to one fixture, and you simply slide another fixture onto it and lock it down, and you can create a diamond.
It's legit like lighting Legos.
It absolutely is Legos.
It's pretty cool.
So you can connect a number of these together.
Yeah.
And since you have rigging points in 360 degrees of the fixture, you can rig it to any point along the axis of another fixture, and you can rig more fixtures from there.
Right, so you can go boring like 2x2, 3x3 cell.
You can do the
but you can do a whole linear thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can start getting weird with it and create all kinds of shapes.
Circles, hexagons, squares, grid arrays. So it really does unlock a lot of options for creative rigging. We do have an accessory frame, so you can put it in, if you like the blinder
look. If you want to go boring,
you could put it in a frame. But we've also developed, to go along with the Fresnel lens, what is a Bowen's mount adapter.
Yeah.
For those of our friends that don't know what a Bowen's mount is, it is a photo-video beam modifier mounting ring. And it's a standard size. It's about 100 millimeters, 110 millimeters. And this can be put on the front of the fixture. You remove the lens, you place this on the front of the fixture, and that allows you to attach different Bowen's mount devices. Like here is just, I have a little reflector here, and that can be attached to the front of the fixture. There is a lock as well, just for safety. And that can live on the front of the fixture, just to create some more visually interesting looks with it.
So kind of like some of those, we've seen a lot of those tungsten, kind of the big kind of flaring lenses and the reflectors and those kinds of things.
There's
once
domes.
once you get this adapter on there, all of that stuff's fair game.
Absolutely. Now the adapter ring is what we'll provide. The actual adapters can be purchased almost anywhere.
Right.
So that's where the options are really endless, and the user will probably think of things that I haven't thought of.
Right. So it started as a blinder, is really this crazy utility light that can be really for anything and be put together in any way.
Absolutely. It does have a few different optional yokes. It will ship with a yoke floor stand yoke, but there's another yoke that's a little more rigid for bigger arrays. We have an interlock device that instead of being a fixture-to-fixture interlock, there's an M10 threaded hole in there, so you can attach C-clamps, threaded rod, or other threaded
track lighting.
Track lighting.
This would be the ballerest track light ever.
Not recommended for home use.
Why not?
But
no, it's really cool.
The other cool thing about it, it's IP65.
Right.
It's fanless, so you don't have any. You don't have to worry about dust or water.
And I see an antenna.
There are antenna on there for our new Aria X2 wireless management system, which we talked about earlier.
Right. So so we can manage. You can manage really everything about the fixture, RDM. Firmware updates, but even wireless DMX.
A little wireless DMX to throw it in.
See, it's making that track lighting thing a whole lot cooler.
Yes, it is. There's some threaded holes in the back, also for a rear bracket for hanging down in maybe a pendant mount type application, or attaching it to a wall, or maybe directly to a truss, really close to a truss. So this really is just it's a Tinker toy set, and like my wife says, it's all about the accessories, and that's what makes this unique.
I got nothing to go from there. So a really cool, powerful tool. Really, anything you want to do with it, you can. There's a way to get there. So
absolutely.
Really cool stuff. So if you want to talk to us more about how you might be able to use this in your environment, we'd love to talk to you, because there's lots of ideas. So visit us at VantageProAV.com.